Hey guys, Michael Cheney here, the Millionaire Internet Marketer. I've been a millionaire since the year 2000, and you can check me out over at 9minutemoney.com. Now, great to see you here, guys. We have got a weird-ass camera angle today, have we not? Let me just see if I can adjust this one sec. Hey John, great to see you here. We'll scoop down like this. There's been a couple of problems with Periscope. It's not been doing the landscape mode quite correctly, so I've had to switch around with going portrait mode today, guys. Great to see you, Mojo. Bonus for you. Great to see you here. I've also got the original teacup is back in the house. Hearts for the tea, Goldie669. Great to see you here, guys. Okay. So, welcome. One and all. Welcome. So again, my name is Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet marketer since the year 2000. I've made millions of dollars online, and you can get more information about me and learn how I've done this over at 9minutemoney.com. Great to see you here all the way from the Ivory Coast. Awesome. Mick Williams, great to see you here. Now, what we are doing today, Chasing Millions, great to see you here also. Jeff, welcome to the building. New people coming in all the time. The last time, a couple of days ago, when I used that sound effect, my wife heard it. I think my daughter, who's 3 years old, was actually watching this show on the iPad, and the doorbell sound came out, and they thought there was somebody at the door, and they actually went to the door. So I've got to be careful using that sound, but it's kind of amusing. Andreas, great to see you here. Okay, cool. Okay, guys, we're talking about the 7 deadly mistakes which will, hey, Mr. M, great to see you here, which will keep you broke, okay? These are things which, I'll be totally honest, I sometimes still do. Don, great to see you here, but you need to try and curb these, right? So you need to be aware of them, and you also need to try and stop them because they are big money killers. They will stop you from making money as an entrepreneur, stop you from being effective, full stop, okay? That's a lot of stops. So I'm just going to dive right into it. The first one, you can ask questions whenever you want, Justin, of course. Good morning, Andrea. Great to see you here. Welcome. Okay, 7 deadly mistakes. First deadly mistake is staying in your inbox. Be honest, right now, how many of you spend a lot of time? Lords, welcome, great to see you here. How many of you spend a long time in your inbox every day? Be honest, do you spend a lot of time in your inbox? Hey Lords, use the chatty chat box. Come on, be honest. Do you spend a lot of time in your inbox? Use the chat thing to tell me. I'm waiting. No. Back and forth all day. Mr. M. Williams, not me. I'm sitting in it right now, says Rachel. At least somebody's honest, Rachel. Thank you for you being honest. IGI75, welcome. So, deadly mistake. Cindy Whittaker is in the building. By the way, guys, I forgot to say it. Remember,
it's always more fun to share with everyone.
It's always more fun to share with everybody. So make sure you invite your followers right now. Let's get this room buzzing, okay? We've got 20 people in it. Let's get up to 30. Let's get up to 40. Let's get up to 50 people. Thank you, Mick, for inviting your followers. I appreciate it. Cindy, I will give you a ding noise when you invite your followers. Andreas has invited his followers. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay, Cindy, so you did get it. I'll give you it because you got that right. Okay, fair enough. Invite your followers in, guys, because they're going to want to know this information. They're going to get value from this information, the 7 deadly mistakes which will keep you broke, okay? These are some of the mistakes that I've made in my long and varied journey towards becoming a millionaire, okay? So click this little Periscope dude here. Thank you for inviting your followers, Goldie669. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's get the room buzzing. Let's get more people going here. They're going to get value from it. Obviously, you'll benefit because they'll give you kudos. They'll benefit from the information. And yes, of course, I will benefit because we'll get more views in here, but whatever. Okay, so number 2, deadly mistake number 2 is reading the news. Okay, reading the news. How many of you, again, be honest, how many of you check out the news on a daily basis, whether it's online, on TV, in a newspaper? Like, anybody reads a newspaper anymore? How many of you check the news daily? Be honest. Yup, says Rachel. She checks the news daily. I stopped, not very often. Okay. I have anxiety issues. The news made it worse. I am not so freaking prized. Not all the days, says Reverend Justin Yao. Not much. Avoid them. Last time on TV was years ago. I love the business section. Not often. Okay. It looks like you guys are doing okay. Hello, Richard. Great. Is Richard right? Is it Richard? Yes, it's Richard. Great to see you here. I'm probably doing worse than you are then at this, because I got sucked back into the news. I don't know why, but I spend too much time reading the news, or just checking out. Exactly. It is, that's right, Andy, that is totally correct. There's a lot of negativity in the news. It's spun to kind of feed that kind of fear, adrenaline thing that we have. Oh my God, oh my God, what's going on? And I think part of it is kind of the human condition that you want to feel that you're okay. And by seeing that other people are not okay, it kind of gives you that, oh, well, at least I'm not them. I think that's definitely part of it, and I think that's what the news media feed off a lot as well. But then there's also the reality of just there is quite a lot of bad crap that goes around. Thank you for following me, Nathan. Exactly, fear plus anger equals ratings equals money. No news is brilliant news. You do have to be informed, though. This is the thing. I've said this before. I've said, look, don't watch the news. And people are like, what the hell? How can you do that? How can you even exist? Well, you can exist, right? You don't need to be up with current affairs to watch the news, to run a successful business or be a successful entrepreneur. You really don't, okay? Whatever happens, you will roll with the punches, right? Yup, says Meryl Shepherd, right? If you're an entrepreneur and you've got what it takes, and you get to a position where you're making money, whether it's online or offline, and you get to that point where you're making enough, you can roll with the punches. It doesn't matter if you're totally having a news blackout, you're not aware of anything, you're not aware of tax, you don't even know who runs the government, you don't know what's going on, and suddenly something comes through your door and it says, actually, now you've got to pay 30% tax instead of 20% or whatever it might be. So what, right? You are going to deal with it. It's your entrepreneurial capability is going to put you through that. So don't get hooked on the news. I do, right? I'll hold my hands up. I do. I don't watch news. I haven't watched news on the TV for years. Yeah, if the zombies come, I'll let you know, Lords. Don't worry. We'll do a zombies special on Periscope. If the zombies come, you'll definitely see it here first. Hi Trevor, welcome to the building. You are late and you missed a whole bunch of stuff on how to make $1 billion in 7 seconds. Aww. Sorry, you missed that, Trevor. That's what happens if you get here late. So, guys, if you're brand new, my name is Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet entrepreneur since the year 2000. I show you where the money is online and how to get it. And you need to go to 9minutemoney.com to find it out, okay? 9minutemoney.com. No, I don't talk about it on the replay. That's it, Trevor. You see, it's kind of hidden. It's not on the replay. It's only if you're watching live or something. Okay, so we're talking about the 7 deadly mistakes which will keep you broke. Number 1 is staying in the inbox. Thank you for all the hearts, guys. I appreciate it. Who's blue? Who's blue and yellow? Thank you. Should we read the news? If yes, what is the importance? No, I'm talking about things you should not do, okay? This is 7 things you should not do. Did you hear that? That was an actual doorbell. It sounds exactly like my sound effect. It's absolutely crazy. There is actually somebody at the door, but fortunately my wife and kids are in, so they're going to answer it. I think it's the in-laws. Everybody's coming around for pizza. It's going to be a blast. It's Friday. So welcome to the Cheney household for pizza. If you like pizza and you've got value from this so far, then... Hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your heart, give me your heart, give me. Okay, guys, Pizza Friday. Exactly, Mel. Right, if you're new, right, if there's anything I want to know about, I use Google, that way I get to control my input. Yes, Andy, I like it, good idea. Okay, I'm going to ask you a quick question now. If you are new, okay, if this is your first time on my scope, if you're a new Cheniac, I want you to, Pizza and Hearts Friday, I want you to put the word awesome in the chat box if you are new, okay? Awesome. If you are not new, put the word great. Okay? Great if you're a Cheniac already. Awesome if you're new. Trevor's just gone. Not new. Okay. Oh, Andrea, Andy, Goldie, Mindy. Okay. We've got a lot of greats. We've got a lot of awesomes. Okay. Cool. Excellent. So now my in-laws are out there and they're wondering what the heck's going on. Justin, are you awesome? I don't know. Anyway, assume it's a virtual doorbell and don't answer it. Great. Okay. Meryl, you are new as well. By the way, guys, make sure you're following me, okay? Shameless pitch first for you to follow. If you don't follow me, you'll miss out on the next scope. Okay, we'll be always talking about how to make money, specifically how to make money online. Click the little Periscope dude. You'll see a picture of me speaking live on stage. Click follow. I'll get a notification at the top of my screen here because I've got a beta version of Periscope which gives me the notifications, and I'll see that you follow me and I'll give you a shout out. Okay, so make sure you go ahead and do that. Right. So we're talking about the 7 deadly mistakes that you must avoid that will keep you broke, right? Because it'll just waste your time, it'll give you negative energy, it'll stop you being efficient and effective. One was staying in your inbox, right? Get out of your inbox. It's okay to check it, try and minimize it, check it 2 or 3 times a day, but don't just leave it there waiting for the ping and get that dopamine fix of, oh, what is it? I'm going to go over. Mindy, yes, you are officially a Cheniac. Mindy is a Cheniac. Thank you for inviting people. Thank you for inviting people on Twitter. Richard and Meryl, thank you for inviting one person. And thank you for all the hearts fluttering up. We are way over now. I'll do an update at the end if I remember. Somebody remind me at the end. 205,000 hearts now, guys. So thank you. So yeah, get out of your inbox, right? Because you wait for that dopamine fix. You see that thing go bing, and you go over and it's, oh yeah, excellent. Oh, I've got some email. What is it? You know, how to enlarge your whatever. You know, it's just ridiculous. So thank you for inviting your followers. Mindy, you rock. Okay, so that was number one. Thank you for inviting your followers, Andy Gelder. Number 2 is reading the news. It sucks. It's depressing. It's negative. You don't really need to know that stuff. Don't do it, okay? Number 3. All right, number 3. It has, I think it's got over 1 billion users, nearly 2 billion. What is it? This is your turn to guess. Nearly 2 billion users. What is it? Texas Chainsaw Massacres. Oh, I get it. Yes, Keith. Yes, Mick. Yes, Rachel. Yes, Andreas. Yes, no, Rachel. Wrong one. Okay, face. Yes, Trevor, it is face. Do not go on face. I love it. I'm going to call it face from now on. Life's too short to call it Facebook. Don't go on face. Okay, the face news. Okay, I can't do it with a straight face. Facebook is the Matrix. You know the film The Matrix, where it turns out the reality is everybody's plugged into a computer by the back of their brain, and they're having all their stuff sucked out of them, and they're not really living reality. They're living through the Matrix. That is Facebook. In God's honest truth, that's what it is. You see all these people like just hook. Facebook is the real world. Says the guy who's periscoping. But you know what I mean? It's not. You swallowed blue pill. That's good. Red pill. I can't remember which is which, but whatever. Don't swallow any pills. Pills. That's a different conversation. But yeah, Facebook newsfeed. Get off the Facebook newsfeed. It is a massive time whore, right? It will suck you dry for everything that you've got. You can spend hours on there. Oh yeah, cats. Oh yeah, laughing goats. Oh, look at that guy. He fell off a bicycle. Meanwhile, you've gained you've lost 5 years of your life. Forget the Facebook newsfeed. And people will argue, yeah, but Cheney, you've got to keep in touch with friends and family and blah, blah, blah. Pick up the phone, go and meet them, invite them round to your house for pizza on a Friday. Get off Facebook. Okay. What about groups? Yeah, groups, okay. I like the little puppy dog thing, Meryl. Yeah, pictures of puppies, videos of puppies, it's all great. It's awesome. And that stuff will really enrich your life. It will definitely make you more money. It'll make you a more effective and efficient person. It's been proven the more viral cat videos you watch, the greater effect you have on humanity. That's actually proven. Okay, let's get into number 4, okay? Yes, it's good for marketing and business. I'm not talking about getting off Facebook altogether. Get off the Facebook news feed, right? The news feed of all the different things and the random things that go on. Limit your time. Don't go on Facebook ever without an agenda. Make sure you always go on there with an agenda. I'm going to go on there, I'm going to message that person. I'm going to go on there and I'm going to make a post in a group and get some business. I'm going to go on there and I'm going to, as Andy says, I'm going to, create some value or whatever. As long as you use it right, It's fine. And we all know this stuff. We're all like, oh yeah, of course. It's doing it. That's the difference, right? I got to where I did in my business, making several $1 million online, not because I particularly know more than everyone else does, although I do know some stuff that some people don't. It's applying it, right? Most people know a little bit of stuff, but they don't actually apply it. That's the difference. Don't you read my Facebook wall? I occasionally do read your stuff, Andreas. Yes, as you know, because I like your stuff, but I'm in, bosh, I am out. Quick, I don't hang around on Facebook. Okay, so number four is touching stuff more than once. Okay, which sounds a little bit rude, but it's touching stuff more than once. Going back to things, right? Going back to things, having a look at things. Like your phone is a classic example, right? People check their phone on average. I can't remember the exact number, but it's like something like 1,000 times a day. Oh, nothing there. I wonder if there's anything there now. What about now? What about now? What about now? It's ridiculous. Don't touch something more than once. Don't go back. And it's not just about your phone. It's about you're listening to them whilst you're at work. Okay, well, I'll try not to get you fired. It's about not going back and repeating something. The first time you do something is best. A lot of people get hung up on this idea of perfection. I want to have the perfect thing. I want to make sure that the letter that I've created or the content or the report that I've done is absolutely perfect. And they go back and back and back and time and again. And before you know it, you've wasted hours of your life, right? And it's costing you money. It's going to keep you broke. Get the thing out and get it live. Just get it done. And don't go back and don't keep fiddling with it, right? Stop fiddling with yourself, I guess is number 4, right? Stop fiddling with stuff over and over and over, right? Don't touch it more than once. Just get it done. Move on, right? It's better to have something ready that's imperfect than something perfect that is never, ever, ever ready. Thank you for all the hearts, guys. I think, is this Trevor giving me a lot of hearts here? Somebody is purple and red. I see those hearts going up. Thank you, whoever that is. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay, if you just joined, my name is Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet marketer since the year 2000. I show you where the money is on the internet and how to get it, and you can learn that for yourself in full detail, including all the steps you need to take at 9minutemoney.com. This looks a little bit unprofessional, I realize that. It doesn't exactly look like the doings of a millionaire. So I've got a sign in the post, okay? A sign in the post. You're the Purple Hearts. Okay, you've been awarded the Purple Heart. Look at that. You should go and make a post on Facebook about it. Okay, number 5 on the 7 deadly mistakes is, well, let's have a guessing game. I love these little guessing games, right? Let's say, good morning, Ali McFresh. Let's talk about entrepreneurs, right? Most entrepreneurs, what they do is they're always hustling and grinding, and they always use this phrase, oh yeah, I'm hustling, I'm grinding, I'm pumping, I'm working, I'm grafting, I'm doing all these things. But there's something they forget to do. A lot of entrepreneurs forget to do this. What is it? Guess away now. Go. What do most entrepreneurs forget to do as they're busy doing their... nope. Good guess, Trevor. These are all good guesses, but it's not what I'm particularly talking about. Live. I'll give you a half a one for that. Eat. Keep going. Eat is not what I was thinking about. R&R. Yes. Yes. Eldra, you got it. Okay. Take time out. These are all interrelated. A lot of you kind of getting close. Valuable content's not it. It's taking enough breaks. You get caught up as an entrepreneur. You think, right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to hustle. I'm going to grind. I'm going to hump. And I'm going to pump. And I'm going to... all these ridiculous words that people come up with to basically mean they're just going to do nothing else apart from work. You have to take time out to relax, right? You have to take time out. You've got to take breaks. And this means within an hour, you've got to take a break, like 10 minutes every hour. You should probably take a break. You should probably take, half an hour every 3 hours. You should probably take at least an hour or 2 hours a day break, during that working time that you're operating. But more important than that, it's the mini breaks. It's taking a day out, maybe once every 2-3 weeks. Taking a week out once every 2-3 months. Taking 2 weeks out or 3 weeks out once a year or whatever. Entrepreneurs forget to do that. We get hooked on our business. We get hooked in the mindset that we've got to make sacrifices. We've got to keep pushing. We've got to keep grinding. If we don't, exactly, Richard. Yeah, we get lost in a project. We don't want to get overwhelmed. We don't want to leave it and walk away and have to come back to this huge mountain and have to start again and lose our momentum. What I've found personally, from my experience, having done this for 15 years now, is that when you do, you did that when you came home from work. Yes, that is true. What I found is when you take time out, you actually, you're more productive when you come back. Right? You're actually more productive taking the time and taking the break than you are if you keep on pushing through. And I think, again, we all inherently know this. Right? We know this, but for some reason, part of our brain just shuts down. Like, no, I've got to work. I must do this. I must push on. I must keep going. I must maintain momentum. I must keep working. It's not healthy. It's not a good thing to do. So that is the other deadly mistake. Deadly mistake number 5 of 7. You're having a brisk walk, Richard. Excellent. Sounds very healthy. Okay. If you've got value from this so far, if you're enjoying this, then you know what to do.
Hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your heart, give me your heart, give me hands up.
Okay, guys, thank you for all the hearts flooding up. Who wants to have a look at where we're at on the heart count? I'll just put this out here. If you want to know where we're at on the heart count, give me a yes in the chat box. If you don't, no biggie. Where are we on the overall? Okay. Yes, it's Andy, Andrea, LJ, Andreas. Okay, wait. Cool. That song. Yes, that song. Okay, let's go over here. I'll do a quick old refresher Rooney. And hold on, doing a backflip. Here we are. Oh, we're going to go landscape mode. Here, look. 200. Oh, look at that. We're just past 207,000. Obviously, the faster you click on the screen right now with the hearts, the quicker that will go up. Lords, you took a great screenshot yesterday. I think you missed it by about 11, was it? Just when we passed 200,000 hearts. So it's awesome. I really, really appreciate all the hearts that you give us here. And these are your hearts. I don't see these as my hearts. These are your hearts. You guys have done this. You've made it be this awesome thing that it is, and it's kind of grown a life of its own now. So I really, really appreciate it and appreciate you inviting people in. Okay, so I should probably do something once we hit like maybe maybe 500,000 hearts. Definitely when we hit 1 million hearts, I'll be doing something major. Yes, Trevor, hold on to your undercrackers. Okay, so we're going through the 7 deadly mistakes that you must avoid, which are keeping you broke. We've spoken about staying in your inbox. You've got to get out of your inbox. You've got to stop reading the news. You've got to get out of the Facebook news feed. Stop touching things more than once. You get slaps on Blab. I did not know that. Are you for real? Number 5. Make sure you're taking enough breaks. If you're working solid and you're not taking enough breaks through the day, through the week, through the month, through the year, you're going to suffer, okay? Now, number 6. Let's see. Let's have another guessing game. I'm going to see if you're on your game today. What about eBay got to get stuff on? No idea what you're talking about, Trevor. So what happens with most people, right? Most entrepreneurs, what happens, give me some examples, right? What happens when something goes wrong or they hit a hurdle? What do most entrepreneurs do? Would you say? Okay, let me know. Something goes wrong, they hit a hurdle, they hit a barrier. What do they do? What do most entrepreneurs do? Or what do some entrepreneurs do, would you say, if they hit a barrier, hit a hurdle? What do they do? Give up? Yeah. Some of them give up. Yes, correct. See if anyone's going to get this. Jump higher. I like it, Rachel. You are on fire today. Stop and try to lose momentum. Keep going. Regroup and move forward, Mindy. That's a good one. I like it. Ring you, says Trevor. I like it. Time out to get the mindset. That is awesome, Andy. You the man. You the man. Good one. Good one. Good one. Get help. Get help. Okay. These are all awesome answers. Think about what matters. Right. what a lot of entrepreneurs do, and I've only come up with this because I've done this myself, right? All of these mistakes I've made myself. That's why I'm sharing them. I'm not just looking at people and saying, oh yeah, you shouldn't be doing that and she shouldn't be doing that. I've done these, right? I know how damaging they can be. So number 6 is blame, okay? Blaming external things instead of taking responsibility. Now, I'm not going to ask you this, right? I'm not going to put you on the spot, but I think we would all say that we've done this at some point in our lives, right? We've blamed other people or blamed circumstances. Like, oh God, this is so difficult. If only he hadn't told me to do that, or if only the economy was better, or if only I had more time in the day, if only I didn't have this stupid boss, if only I had more money, if only this hadn't happened, if only she hadn't said that, if only they hadn't done this. And it's easy to have this kind of outward focus where you're just pointing the finger at other people saying, yeah, but I would have done it if it wasn't for that, and you shouldn't have done that, and he shouldn't have done that, and exactly, yes, it's my fault, Andreas, it's exactly my fault. It's not healthy, and it's just not accurate, right? It's always your fault. Always your fault. With a little asterisk, okay? If only I had a cool accent. I like it. It's almost always your fault. It's almost always your fault and your responsibility. You can track down everything that's happened in your life, pretty much, I believe anyway, to decisions that you've made. Now, of course, there's some things that are external focused, maybe health-related things, or pure accidents or whatever, or fate, or call it what you will. But in business, pretty much it's a roadmap, right? And the decisions that you take, the paths that you choose, how many hours you choose to put in, how many breaks you decide to take, what you focus your energy on, how you get distracted, how you ignore those voices in your head that are telling you to do good things or to focus, and how sometimes you listen to those voices that distract you. Exactly, Reverend. Yes, if I had the money. Exactly, right? You have to accept full responsibility. Now, I'm going to tell you a story right now. This guy was called Billy. Okay, this is a true story. His real name's Billy. It's his real name. And he was a coaching student of mine. And he came in to learn about how to make money online. And I started coaching and I gave him a bunch of steps to do. I said, okay, go off and do these. And let me know how you get on. So he went off and he did these steps, and he did them, let's say, half-heartedly, right? He didn't do them in full. He didn't do them to the best of his potential. He kind of rushed through them. And he came back about a week later and he's like, what's happened? Where's the results? I've not made any money. This is ridiculous. Welcome back, Richard. And I basically shot a video for him. I said, look, okay, you've not done this to your best ability. You're basically putting the blame onto me and pointing the finger at me when really it's your responsibility. You need to look in the mirror. You need to look at yourself long and hard and say, look, am I going to do whatever it takes here? Am I actually going to step up my game and seize what is rightfully mine by doing the right thing here, right? That's the video that I shot for him. And he replied and he said, you know what? You've hit the nail totally on the head. And he went off, he locked himself away. I didn't hear from him, I think, for over a year. And he came back and he showed me his results, and he started making hundreds of dollars a day from the internet. He said the kick up the ass that I gave him in that video really, really helped him. Because I basically acted like a mirror, and I was like, well, look, I showed him around my house. I was like, look, you've got to invest time. Look at the books that I've read. You've got to do this over and over. You can't just do this for like 1 minute. You've got to have consistency. You've got to do the difficult things that nobody else is prepared to do. You've got to work that extra hour that nobody else is prepared to do. You've got to step away from your business when you are tired, that most entrepreneurs are not prepared to do. You've got to invest in education and getting a coach and a mentor that nobody else is prepared to do. You've got to do these things, right? You've got to do all these things. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So just think about it. The next time something goes wrong or you struggle, there are sales videos where we say it's not your fault. Yeah, a lot of people say that. I've used emails in the past where I say it is your fault. People like to think that it's not their fault, and it is a kind of a psychological trigger that a lot of people use. Oh yeah, I know you're really broke and whatever because you're chasing shiny objects and you can't be bothered to get off your ass and do anything, but it's not your fault. Well, actually, yeah, it is your fault, but it's not a very positive message, is it? It's not going to sell a lot of stuff. But it's the truth in most cases, right? It is actually your fault. You need to look in the mirror. Have I been doing the right things? Have I been focused? Have I been doing this long enough? Have I got rid of distractions? Do I know what I'm doing? Am I doing this for the right reasons? Have I got a big enough reason why I need to make this happen? Am I being ethical in what I'm doing? Is what I'm doing aligned with who I am personally? Is it matching my best skills? Is it all about who I am as a person? Is it taking me to where I want to be? Is it in alignment with what people have said I'm good at? All these things. And you know, intrinsically in your own mind, you know whether or not this is true. So if things are failing for you and things are getting difficult, you know why. Really, deep down. It's just whether or not you're prepared to accept that, or whether you're going to take time to point fingers. It takes time to find the glitch, exactly ask questions. Cool. Okay. Seventh deadly mistake. Okay, seventh deadly mistake that will keep you broke is not learning from experts. Not learning from experts. Who of you here, let's have a little straw poll here. Who here has invested in any kind of information product from an expert to learn something that they didn't already know? Who's done that? Yep, Richard's done it, Mr. M's done it, Mindy's done it, Keith many times. Oh my gosh, me, says Andreas. You're stopped me. Hey Lee, great to see you. Andy Gelden, all of us, I think. Butterfly Marketing says Andrew Stark. Okay, so pretty much, what was this? Pretty much everybody's done it, right? Now, of course, the second step is to actually implement that, so it doesn't just become shelf help and sit on your hard drive gathering dust. You know, the next thing is to actually go off and implement it. But the first thing is to actually, again, and this comes down to responsibility and blame, and say, actually, I don't know everything here. I am missing gaps in this puzzle. I don't know how to be an underwater knitter, therefore I'm going to buy a program that teaches me how to become an underwater knitter. Exactly, humility, that's right, Richard. Thank you. That was a word I was kind of frantically searching for there. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, it's humility. I can't see my little sound thing here. Okay, so yeah, it's humility. It's knowing what you know and knowing what you don't know, right? And then knowing that you have to go and invest in an expert to fill in the gap. So that is the seven deadly sin. Now, as you know, some of you will know my story. I tried to do this. Thank you for all the shares, Lee. I appreciate it. I tried to do this initially and make money online on my own. Right? I thought, well, you know, I'm not the thickest guy in the room, therefore I should be able to get this to work. And I tried to do it on my own. I didn't invest in anything. I didn't make any money for over 2 years. It was only when I started investing in a coach and mentor and somebody that had already been there and got the t-shirt that I started making money. I mean, it sounds so obvious right now, right? Saying that. But back then, you know, you're in isolation. You think, no, I can do this. I don't need those guys. I don't need to spend any money. I don't need to invest. I'm just going to do it on my own. It doesn't work. It does not work. Everybody that's got any level of success at anything in life has got a coach or had a coach or continues to have a coach. Even Tiger Woods has coaches, more than one coach, even now. All the top tennis guys obviously still have coaches, even though they're making, you know, tens of millions of dollars a year and they're number one in the world. They've still got coaches. There's always something new to learn. So that is the seventh deadly mistake, not investing in expert advice and filling the gaps in your knowledge that can get you to where you want to be, okay? So that is it for today's scope, guys. My name, again, is Michael Cheney. You can check me out at 9minutemoney.com. That will show you a 9-minute money method that you can use to start making money on the internet. It will take you longer than that to learn the strategy, about 2 hours to learn the strategy, but once you've learned it, you can apply this in 9 minutes. 9minutemoney.com. Thank you for all the hearts. I really appreciate all the hearts. We've got some blue and red ones going up there. That's awesome. Have a great weekend, guys. Thank you for all the shares and the interactions and the comments. Thank you for all you new guys that came in. Hopefully you are now considered Chaniacs. I will see you on the next. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the next scope. So make sure you're following me if you're not following me already. Otherwise, you'll miss out on the notification of that next scope. We'll be talking more about how to make money, more about how to make money online, what it takes to become a successful entrepreneur. And I will speak to you very, 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 very soon. Goodbye.